In these videos, we'll be looking closer at some markup and discount problems. In this part 3, we're going to be looking at some examples. This set of examples are what I'd consider basic examples. In all the examples we're going to be doing, we'll be looking at these 4 equations. The first one is the cost times the markup percent equals the markup. And so you take the cost of the item, you mark it up a certain percent, and that equals the actual amount you mark it up. However, equation number 2 allows you to find the selling price by, instead of finding a markup, you add 1 to the markup percent as a decimal, and that means that looks at cost and selling price as a percent of the cost, which is just 100 plus the markup. Selling price times the discount percent equals the discount. That's pretty straightforward. And then 4, if you know the selling price and you know the percent discount, you can go directly to the sale price by subtracting your percent from 100 or your decimal percent from 1. So I will be referencing these 4 equations. So if you don't know them, you should write them down and pause the video and write them down, and then you'll be able to know what I'm talking about. All right, in the first one, it says an item costs a store $24. That's the cost. It was marked up 30%. You want to know the selling price. So using equation number 2, we would say $24, the cost, times 1 plus the markup percent, which is 0.3, is going to equal the selling price X. And so it's a very simple equation. Once you know those formulas, it's a very simple problem to solve. I'm going to assume on all of these that you have a calculator at hand. This is not a calculation video, so you can do the calculation yourself. And when you multiply 24 times 1.3, you're going to get $31.20. Now, that is the selling price. If you wanted to know the actual markup, well, subtract $24 from that, and it was a $7.20 markup, which is what the store made as profit on that particular item. Okay, number 2, a store sells an item for $64. It then discounts the item by $20. What was the percent discount? Well, you know the selling price, which is 64, and in equation number 3 over there, we find out that selling price times percent discount equals the actual discount. So if we want to find percent discount, that's our variable. So selling price times percent discount equals the amount of discount. Pretty simple equation. Divide both sides by 64, and you get X equals 0.3125. And that's not your actual answer. It's the solution to the equation, but the answer to the problem means you need to convert this to a percent, which is like moving it 2 decimal places to give you 31.25%. And finally, number 3, a store sets the price of an item at $60. There is a store-wide percent discount of 35%. What was the sale price of the item? So you're given selling price. That's what the store price the store sets it at, right? The store bought it for something. It was marked up to $60. Then they decided to put a discount on it, so they're discounting 35%. And so we're going to do actually equation number 4, which says selling price $60 times 1 minus percent discount. So 1 minus 0.35 equals the sale price, which is what we want to find. And so all we need to do is multiply 60 times 0.65, and you'll find out that X equals $39. And so $39 is what the sale price was. The actual discount was $21. Our next video, we're going to do 2 or 3 problems. On those, you're going to be given the actual sale price and have to find the selling price, which is a more complicated problem to solve.